welcome to Sonic Hills. Just warming this lock car track up. Right, I'm going to be giving one of my cars a clean today. So far out of all of my cars I've cleaned these 7. Taken them apart, given them a thorough cleaning. And now in the time I've had these cars, they've never been cleaned. I didn't know anything about cleaning cars until I saw the video from West Coast Slot Cars on how to clean them. Most of the cars were second hand when I got them, so they've probably never been cleaned. And I think some of these are probably 30 years old. The only cars I've got that were brand new, that I bought brand new, were the G Plus races. So all of them will need a good clean. The next one I'm going to do is this one here. So let's give it a quick run and see how well it goes. Okay, so it doesn't go that well. Let's take it over to the workbench, take it apart, give it a clean, and then we'll see how it goes. Okay, let's see what the problem is with this car. Right. Rear axle looks okay. Doesn't look to be too much in the way of fluff or hair on it. There's a little bit. Nowhere near as bad as I've seen some. And that's all clean. The rear tyres are still, they still look pretty good. Right. Pickup shoes. That one's definitely worn out, so that's going to have to be replaced. This other one looks almost hardly touched at all. It's strange how it always seems to be the left side of the car. The pickup shoe always wears out from that side for some reason. Maybe someone knows the answer to that. Okay. Take this apart. Oh gosh, it's tough. Okay. Oh, there's a bit of fluff around the front axle here. It's quite a bit stuck around there. Right, pickup shoe spring, that one's okay. The other pickup shoe spring, that one's also okay. And take out the magnets. There's quite a lot of dirt and dust on that. Both of these need a good clean. There's a lot of dust on that. Camera's not going to pick it up because I'm looking at it through magnifying glass. But there's a lot of dust on that. one cleaned. Right, those two magnets are clean. Right. And magnets around the motor, they're just as dirty. Interesting. There's one magnet has got some discoloration on it. So like a rainbow effect. I wonder if it's got too hot at some point. Let's give that a clean. Will that affect the performance of the magnet? I don't know. Guess we'll find out. This magnet's clean. Right. I won't be needing this piece. None of the other cars that I've cleaned have had this on. I think this is used for one of the lap counter devices that comes with the kits, with the sets, I believe. But I've no need for that, so that can go aside. Right. Wow. That is black. Okay. Take off these two little washers. They are black. They are meant to be. It's sort of a pinkish colour, but they are black. That's the dirtiest ones I've come across so far. I didn't know about cleaning these cars like this until I saw a video put up by West Coast Slot Cars. So I'm following his way of doing things. That was very black. That's the dirtiest ones I've come across so far. Right, they're clean. Now this has got a bit of fibres wrapped around the armature here. And they're wrapped, something wrapped around there. Yep. Don't know how well the camera's picking that up. Probably not. I'm wearing a black shirt. But that is really dirty. Okay. This is just an ordinary eraser for erasing pencil marks. Seems to get the marks off here quite neatly, quite easily too. Oh, there's another fibre. Still a bit on there. Now on the video I saw by West Coast Slot Cars, after he'd cleaned this, he stuck some type of polish on here. I don't have any polish at the moment. I'm going to look into getting some. I'm not sure what the polish does, but I believe there is a reasonable reason as to why he uses the polish. The back of that is quite dirty. I don't take the pinions off if I can help it, but sometimes there's so much wrapped around the back of the armature there's no option but to take it off. This one, oddly enough, there's nothing on the back of it. Everything's been on the front of this one. Let's just use my screwdriver just to make sure that there's nothing on there. Now there is some rust on the outside of the armature. I'll use the track cleaning rubber just to buff it up a bit, just to take that rough surface rust off. A little bit of carbon build up right on the very edge there. Yeah, that looks a lot better. Oh, there's still some there. Yeah, that's got rid of all the rust. Right, that's that clean. Alright, let's give this body a clean with the toothbrush. The guide pin's alright, I don't have to change that. The body's undamaged, there's no cracks or anything in it. Right, one more piece to do. This is a crucial element. Okay. The way to get this apart is to slide screwdriver in between the bushes and then gently pop it out. Like that's one. And two. And these things can be tricky if you happen to push on the spring and fire them off into oblivion. Okay. The springs aren't coming out. Oh, there's one. There's the other. They look a little dark. They're very black. Right. Take a pipe cleaner, clean the inside of this. And then take a clean end. And that's all there is to that. Same on the other one. See how black that's come out. Alright. These themselves are quite dirty. Yeah, it's a bit better. That's the bit that the pickup shoe contacts with, and that's a bit off colour. Well, I thought I'd cut that video in half, as 40 minutes for a video seems a bit long. Earlier in that video I mentioned a polish that I didn't have at the time, and I've now got myself a tube of polish, so I can now do to the engines that I saw on a video from West Coast Slot Cars, how he gave the motor a bit of polish. So be sure to tune in to the next part 2 of car maintenance, and thanks for visiting Sonic Hills. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.